Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Falcons offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch.
Wide open spaces. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. Bowling Green made the bold move of turning to star of field, stage, and sideline Eddie George as the new head coach. And Falcon fans have to be thrilled after the run he put up at Tennessee State.
Yeah, listen, this guy's an icon in the state of Ohio. After what he did winning a Heisman Trophy at Ohio State, and after what he built down at Tennessee State, there's a lot of reason for optimism, I think. This guy, this isn't just show, David. I think this guy has a lot of substance to him. I expect that.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Fires to the big fella, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Falcons are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Pine. He's got the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a different.
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Finds a little space. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. The give. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 72 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
Looking to throw, it's Pine. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Lots of running room. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air. It's Pine. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Grab behind the line. It's Middleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hogan. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the grab. It's Hogan. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Pine. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Falcons will call on their punt team. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David, honestly.
Turning on the Jets. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Watson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Get it out on the screen. Across the 45. Wide open on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
and they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Cardinals. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. It's a seam wide open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Back to throw, it's Pine. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hogan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense, got him at the 27.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll toss it to the left. He's in open space downfield. Oh, a lot of space. The 20, the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Pine. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. To the air on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Hogan. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Going to move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a Heat. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Pine. Got it in the middle, it's Ridley. Turning it on. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Toss to the outside. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Watson. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
There he goes! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Brown has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He finds a dead spot in the middle. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's inside the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Pine. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Falcons line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Falcons are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The spin. Touchdown Falcons. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Moss. Now he's going to break the pocket. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to...
Touchdown, Cardinals. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To throw, it's Pine. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
29 Ville. 29 Ville.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, BG. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Gonna sling it on second down. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Adams. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Here we go. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Pine. Grabbed in the middle, it's Garcia. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Slams ahead. Yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Falcons need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Quarterback making checks. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2. I'm out in this offense, just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the handoff. Looking for more room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Get set, get set.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the back. Wide open spaces.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Pine. He'll heave it deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he tacks on the extra point. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Trying play action. Got him downfield. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The short hands, it's Hogan. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Forced out of the pocket. Past the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.